back. Good morning from the sixth park of the Florida 2023 road trip. You're watching Adventure Planet, where today I'm back here at the Magic Kingdom Resort, the very first park that was to be built here on the Walt Disney World Resort. Opened all the way back in 1971, and I've come here today to get on all of my favorites and just soak in all that nostalgia value for me. I absolutely love this park. It is truly gorgeous, and it's all set up with all the Halloween colors behind me for Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween. Now, unfortunately, I don't have a ticket for that, so park hours today are relatively short for a Magic Kingdom day, 9 a.m. through until 6 p.m. But I'm going to get in, I'm going to do what I can. We've got a brand new coaster to check out today, which is Tron. Really looking forward to seeing that, as well as getting on the 4 other coasters that are here. A double coaster for Space Mountain if you're counting your credits, and checking out all the other rides and shows. We've also got a parade at 3 o'clock, so come on in, let's enjoy a day at the Magic Kingdom Resort here in Florida. And look at Main Street, it looks absolutely awesome. Of course, this is the main entrance of the park, features all your shops selling all the Disney merch. You've got food and eateries around here as well. And you've got the partner statue with Mickey and Walt Disney right towards the end next to the castle. But I just wanted to start out looking at this awesome theming around here for Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween. And it always does look great. This, all the oranges and reds come out, you've got all the pumpkins and all these photo ops here. It just looks great. Yeah, the park itself is very much a hub and spoke design, Cinderella's castle being kind of the main hub, if you like, with all the other areas stemming off of that. Yeah, there's loads here, all the pumpkins. So many photo opportunities in this area. It's got the toffee apple and the lollipop. Love the baseball one. Got the baseball stuck in his mouth there. Yeah, absolutely loads of pumpkins. And all the planting as well, with all the colors of Halloween. Yeah, these are great. And obviously makes for a great photo op here. Heading down towards the castle itself. Ah, there he comes. All the Halloween colors on the top of the buildings here. So many things to see. Love these vintage cars. And of course, Magic Kingdom is one of the most visited theme parks in the world. Had almost 21 million visitors in 2019, which is absolutely crazy. City Hall looking great as well. Love all the little pumpkins up there. I love that one just here. Kind of long and thin. Yeah, you got some more up here. The Dalmatians. One's pointing to the restroom. And these absolutely awesome wreaths as well. Look at that. And one of the rides that you have here on Main Street is the Walt Disney World Railroad. Yeah, this is one of the park's originals, opened back in 1971. And the station looks great as well. Again, all decorated out for Halloween. Yeah, it looks lovely. 1.5 mile circuit on that with 3 station stops to jump off at if you do want to ride it. And it does offer some good views of around the park as well. Definitely worth doing. Yeah, and unfortunately, all the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween tickets are all completely sold out, and they have been for quite a while now, actually. So yeah, unfortunately, I won't be doing that event. And the real sad thing about that is I'm not going to get to do Happily Ever After, which is a bit of a shame. And interestingly enough, the castle is 189 feet, but actually appears a lot taller due to obviously the forced perspective that's used. Yeah, in terms of weather today, it's actually a lot cooler. It's only 20 degrees today, which is just nice for someone from the UK. Yeah, more of these pumpkins up here. Chris Lart's shop, absolutely love that place. I spent almost 2 hours in there once watching the guy blow the glass. So many different styles of pumpkins to check out. themed on pretty much everything you could think of. Look at them, they're absolutely everywhere. And the castle, looking absolutely gorgeous. That pink and blue, it really is a stunning entrance to one of the world's most popular parks. And then of course, like I say, yeah, this castle kind of acts as the main hub, and then the spokes come off to all the different lands from this area. And I'm so glad that we've still got these golden statues here. I think they look absolutely awesome. Got Chippendale there, the chipmunks. Yeah, there's lots of them to see, lots of them to pick out. Donald and Daisy over here. I'd love some of these for the garden. Think they look good in a planter. There's Donald.
That's right. And on our way there, we are
and
here to
Daisy.
Sing for you. You're here to listen to us, and I hope that we get done first. Yeah.
I think they look brilliant. And about to enter our first fully themed land now then. This is Adventureland. Yeah, this was actually themed to resemble the remote landscapes of kind of Africa and Asia. Yeah, it's a great area. This features rides such as Pirates of the Caribbean and Jungle Cruise. Also got the Enchanted Tiki Room here and the magic carpets of Aladdin as well. Yeah, it really is a great area, and they've done a great job of, like I say, kind of really representing the African tribes and all the kind of the Asian architecture around here. Yeah, I think we'll grab a ride on the Jungle Cruise. Queue time shouldn't be too bad for that. That is, of course, one of the park's originals. Again, opened back here in 1971. The Enchanted Tiki Room right in front of us. It's a great little show, that. That again is one of the park's originals, and full of all of the audio animatronic birds. And of course we've also got the magic carpets of Aladdin in the foreground here. Looks really nice and colourful. And this one's not a park original, having opened in 2001.
Wowee! That's almost as much fun as New Year's Eve in the orange groves.
I'm glad we did get a mice carried away.
Welcome to our tropical hideaway, you lucky people, you. If we were in the show starting right away, we'd think the audience too.
All together in the tiki 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 room, we were tiki 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 tiki.
Sing like a bird, sing, sweet, 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 sweet. Rings on water like nightingale, ooh ah ah, ooh 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 ah ee ah.
And just some highlights there then of the Enchanted Tiki Room. Yeah, shame the central water feature isn't working on there. That really makes that scene. So yeah, not sure how long that's been off for, but hopefully it'll be back soon as we head out of there and now head on to the Jungle Cruise. 30-minute wait time. And 30-minute advertised, 30-minute waited.
Perfect, thank you. Welcome everyone to the world
Jungle Cruise, one of the park's originals.
for
Love this ride.
being world famous. Or at least it used to be, I don't know for sure. They don't rent to me anymore, not since the incident. Always got a lot of good food here though. Vekomas, great for a quick bite, but if you're not a fan of fish, we have another classic, snake surprise. Oh, surprise, there's a snake. Yeah, you gotta be careful with these pythons. Don't want them to develop a crush on you. I've heard it's a very constricting relationship. We don't want to be wrapped up in that sort of thing. And they go, what in the jungle is that? Oh, no! Look what they did to my Jeep! They painted it blue! Khaki, now it doesn't match the boat. Very embarrassing for me. Not enough about my problems. We gotta get out of here. What about boulder attractions? A lot of people take it for granted. It always makes me feel so jaded. Regular deers. Yeah, stripy horses. Emo chickens. Those little lions are watching over a sleeping stripy horse. How nice is that? Yeah, that's a horse. You sleep on their side. I'm gonna have to do the paperwork. I really don't want to do that, so please don't make me. You guys, I'm probably gonna keep this. Yeah, I know it's a funny joke, but I'm still gonna milk it for all that it's worth, even if it's only half baked. Airplane in the jungle, that can only need one thing.
Interesting thing about that plain fuselage there is that actually used to be in the great movie ride in Hollywood Studios. Yeah, it was moved here after that closure.
The hippos that hide in the trees. You see them up there? You see the magnificent, so stupendous, the one, the only, the eighth wonder of the world. It's the backside of water! Pretty neat. Feel free to take as many pictures as you like. They've all got their Trump songs today.
And some highlights there then of the Jungle Cruise, one of the park's originals here at Magic Kingdom, and I love the fact that the script on there has barely changed since I first rode it in the early 90s. Still such an absolute classic, that one. Gonna head on to another classic now, Pirates of the Caribbean, which opened in 1973, and originally this actually wasn't going to be built here, as they kind of thought that the Caribbean theme wouldn't hold the same mystique in Florida as it did in, say, California. However, people shouted their opinions, they wanted it built, and so 2 years after this park officially opened, Pirates of the Caribbean opened here. Just a 10-minute queue for this one. Let's jump on. And just 10 minutes later, we're on Pirates then. Like I say, opened in 1973. It is the shortest version of the ride here in Florida. I do prefer the one in California, however, this is a classic.
It's Captain Jack Sparrow we're after.
Take them all off again, Mickey.
And there he is.
And the key as well. What I would give to see the local Captain Jack Sparrow.
Classic scene.
You know this song, Parrot? Feel free to join in anytime. I will love while Molly's and Dad's drink up me, Molly's. Yo ho, yo ho, yo.
And some highlights there then of Pirates of the Caribbean. And I gotta say, I'm seeing a lot of these bags around and they are absolutely awesome. I love them. Look at that. That is great. I mean, it's not something I would use or wear, but I really do like it. All these lounge fly bags. They're great. Absolutely love that. And you've also got Tortuga Tavern right opposite Pirates. If you're feeling a little bit peckish, we're going to leave Adventureland now. We're going to head into Frontierland. Yeah, home to the new ride for 2024. Tiana's Bayou Adventure, which actually replaces Splash Mountain. Yeah, I kind of agree that Splash Mountain had had its time. It'd been here for a long time, but I am going to miss that ride. That ride was kind of embedded in my soul. It was brilliant. But looking forward to riding Tiana's when it's open next year. Golden Oak Outpost off to the left, and yeah, we're going to take a look at this construction. Lots of scaffolding in place behind those construction walls. Tiana's Foods, employee owned, coming soon. Wow. We've got the new water tower in place now. Still a lot of scaffolding in place, and I'm not quite sure what kind of views I'm going to be able to get for you here. These construction walls are pretty tall, but we'll see what we can do. Yeah, there's not too much that I can get from here in terms of decent views, but yeah, the front of the mountain is certainly getting covered in a lot of greenery here, so it's certainly going to look very different from this angle when all these construction walls get taken down. Yeah, and as you can see, there's more of that kind of mossy green, kind of flowery sections covering the rocks here and up here as well. Yeah, really looking forward to checking this out. It's going to be big changes for this ride. Yeah, looking forward to coming back either in 24 or 25 to give this a go. Should be interesting. And from the Disney Railroad then you can just get a look over the construction walls at what I would assume to be is going to be the queue line when this eventually opens in 2024. Yeah, lots of construction going on here. Not much in place yet though. Yeah, it's always good to see stuff like this to document the construction as it goes on. Yeah, very cool. Looking forward to seeing what this becomes for next year. Yeah, there's going to be something going in place here. Big bit of theming piece, I suspect. Yeah, it looks like you just kind of make out some old walkways around here. But most of it has been completely dug up. Flattened to be replaced with something brand new. I'm not sure if these stones going around here are old or new, I'm not too sure. Looks like that's going to follow the new pathway that's potentially going in. And then of course the mountain itself off to the right. And I suspect this building too will all get rethemed at some point as well, because it's still got kind of the spiky branches that were pretty prevalent in Splash Mountain. So yeah, I suspect this will all get kind of themed in with that kind of garden, flowery, mossy look as well at some point. But I imagine that will be much later. Yeah, it's looking very interesting though. Like I say, it is going to be a huge change. But as long as the ride system is still how it was, then I'll be happy. It was a great ride, that. I will miss zippity-doo-dah and all that kind of stuff. But onward to bigger, better and newer things, hopefully. Looking forward to riding this. Yeah, and there's just some of the old trough for Splash Mountain here, which hasn't really been touched yet. We've got some scaffolding over it. Yeah, you can certainly see most of the trough here. A lot of kind of the theming pieces in here have been removed and around the edges here. But it looks as though this will kind of come a little bit later, after the main work on the mountain has been complete. Yeah, sad to see it in this state currently though. it's time to jump on our first coaster of the day. It's Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. Wait time 20 minutes. 3 lift hills in this one. Opened in 1980. Let's go. Hey! And here we go. Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. Whoa. What a great ride. Absolute classic. Here we go. Hey! Oh! Whoa! Oh wow! Oh! Oh! Lift hill number 2. There's some great photo ops around here as well, with all the mountains, the goats up there. And lift hill number 3. And there we are, Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. And here she comes, the Liberty Bell. Can grab a ride on here from Liberty Square. So impressive. And we got all the great facades and music of Frontierland as well. I do love Frontierland, it is great. You know, these little food stalls around. Westwood Ho refreshments. Just had myself a nice breakfast bagel not too long ago. $7.25. Yeah, it wasn't too bad actually. Nice bagel, packed with sausage and cheese. Yeah, it was really quite nice. Not quite worth the $7.25, but it certainly filled a hole to take me up through until lunch, which actually is coming up pretty soon. I have to find somewhere to eat. Frontier Mercantile off there. You also find the Jamboree Bears here in Frontierland. The Frontier Trading Post. Oh, the Liberty Bell. Such an impressive piece of engineering, that. And speaking of Liberty Bell, we're heading into Liberty Square. Kind of themed after an American colonial town. And like I say, you will find the entrance to the Liberty Bell here, as well as the Hall of Presidents and the Haunted Mansion. The Hall of Presidents is really worth doing if you've not done it before. Some incredible audio animatronics in there. And then, well, the Haunted Mansion. What more can be said about that? What a classic. Hey, there he is. Hey. Love him. And here is the Liberty Bell itself. Great photo op, that. All the flags in the background. Yeah, this is just opposite the Hall of Presidents. The entrance to it's just there. Facade looks pretty impressive. And again, that's a park original as well, opening in 1971. Yeah, we're going to make our way around to the Haunted Mansion now. Why not? And there's another one of the lounge fly bags for the Haunted Mansion. I love all the detailing. It's really, really good. Really impressed with these. And it's a 35-minute standby queue time for the Haunted Mansion then. More than worth it. Let's jump on.
There's an aura of foreboding, almost as though you sense a disquieting metamorphosis. Is this haunted room actually stretching, or is it your imagination?
And I've taken my seat on my doom buggy in the Haunted Mansion. Hey, what a classic. Let's sit back and enjoy.
With your tambourine, creepies and crawlies, toads and a pun. Let there be music from regions beyond.
Be sure to bring your...
Some highlights there then of the park original. The Haunted Mansion opened in 1971. Advertised queue time 35 minutes, queued 25. And I absolutely love the facade for this. I think it's one of the best ones for the Haunted Mansion. And it's crazy because this facade looks generally quite small, but just behind here and then stretching way back is the show building itself. It's absolutely huge. Absolutely huge show building, but the facade itself is still great. Really nice and detailed, and looks great at night as well. And some highlights there then of the absolutely awesome 3 o'clock parade featuring all the Disney characters, and some of those floats, including that fire-breathing dragon, are absolutely tremendous. Making my way down to Tomorrowland now then, and of course this is where we will find the brand new coaster Tron Lightcycle Run. Now it is worth noting that to actually ride that you do need to reserve a space in the virtual queue, and you can only do that once throughout the day, so you only get one ride on it. You get 2 chances to join that virtual queue, one at 7 AM and one at 1 PM. My ride is coming up, so we're going to head over to Tron now, check out the new area and see just how it rides. Really looking forward to this. Of course, in this area as well, you've also got the People Mover, you've got Astro Orbiter, the Carousel of Progress, and others. It's a great area, this, all themed around kind of an intergalactic city. But yeah, let's head over to Tron and check it out. Yeah, really excited for this. Let's go. And of course you've also got the Tomorrowland Speedway that comes through this area, another one of the park's originals, opening in 1971. Oh, I remember riding this all those years ago. I haven't actually been on it in a long time. You get some good views from it though, from what I can remember. Great fun race car track ride. Tomorrowland Speedway, but of course what we're here for is Tron Lightcycle Run, and yeah, all this pathway is now opened up. Of course, this is pretty much where it used to end before, but now we've got this entirely new area featuring Tron Lightcycle Run. Now this is a Vekoma family coaster, opened earlier this year. Oh, and there it goes, along with this area. Oh yeah, love the soundtrack. Love the Tron Lightcycle Run signage there. Yeah, the building looks great. This massive cover really comes into its own at night, that. It looks like we've got a little eatery here as well. Or is that drinks? What do we got here? Energy bites. Watermelon slushy, pina colada slushy. Oh wow, with popping candies. Strawberry isoform, passion fruit isoform, chocolate cake donut holes. Oh, there we go. And you got a choice of coffee and brews there as well. And here we are, presented by Enterprise. I'm so excited for this. So basically, once you get in that virtual queue, you'll be assigned a group number. Just keep an eye on the app and then come down to the area when your group is being called. Let's go take a closer look. Oh yeah, this looks great. Got this really nice wide pathway here leading up to the ride itself. And here's the outdoor section of the ride. Comes around here and wraps around. Yeah, now this coaster, like I say, it's a family coaster, and it is a straddle coaster, and actually it bears a lot of similarities with one that we've got back home in the UK. That is, of course, Velocity at Flamingoland. But this, on a theming level at least, is on a different scale. Of course, all themed around Tron. You're sat on those light cycles. There it comes. Oh, it looks great. It looks great, this. Love all the coverings for Tron and the track, and then nestled in between, you've got Space Mountain there. Looks great. Ride entrance is down this way. If you do need a restroom break though, there are some up here, just right in front of us here. But we'll be taking the right path down to the ride entrance itself. Now, as I mentioned earlier, this is all obviously themed on Tron, but more specifically, it's actually themed on the 2010 movie Tron Legacy. There is another version of this at Shanghai Disneyland, which I've not rode before. This is going to be my first taste of a Tron coaster. And as you see, something to be aware of, that the seating and restraints on this attraction may prohibit guests of certain body shapes or sizes from riding. There is a test seat just to try it if you want to, and that's very much similar to, of course, Velocity at Flamingo Land. They can be quite awkward, so it is worth using that test seat just to make sure that you're suitable to ride. You can get super close to the track here. Whoa. I love the way the blue lighting kind of follows the train as it goes along as well. Nice little touches like that I really do appreciate. And yeah, of course at night this whole canopy just glows in awesome colors, blue, orange, and it looks great. I hope we get a chance to see it tonight because, of course, like I say, the park does close at 6 p.m. ready for the transition into Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween. So hopefully I'll get it. I will come back here as it starts to get dark to see how much I can appreciate it. There, it looks great. Oh. And what I do like is how they've enclosed the railway into this kind of tunnel here and kind of themed it all in with the Tron experience. That's good, just to make sure you stay immersed and that immersion isn't ruined by kind of a steam railway coming through here. So yeah, that's nice that they thought about that. And there's a look just past the entrance at those test seats that you can try out just to make sure that you can fit into them comfortably and are good to ride. Oh, and I love the soundtrack, really sets the theme, builds the excitement as we head into the main building of Tron. Yeah, I love this theming piece here. Oh, wow. All the blue neon in here. Looks awesome. And of course, there they go down below. Absolutely brilliant. Now I'm not actually sure, but we did just come in through here, through a room that kind of looked like it could possibly have held a pre-show. I don't know if that's just not working today. Or maybe it's not, I'm not sure. Like I say, it's the first time I've ever ridden Tron. But it just kind of looked and felt like it could have been a pre-show room. Oh, it sounds incredible. Station looks grand. Great sense of scale in here. Love all the neon. And here we go on Tron.
Initiate in
'Congratulations, users. A championship performance and victory
And that
for
is
Team
Tron,
Blue.
Lightcycle Run. Wow. And I've just had my ride then on the 2023 Tron Lightcycle Run here at Magic Kingdom, and I gotta say I'm really impressed with that. Starting off with the station, nice and spacious, all that kind of blue neon looks really good. I'm not sure if it's missing a pre-show though. Someone let me know in the comments. It feels like it might be. Definitely feels like there's a room there that you go in that should be for a pre-show, but nothing happens. So that's a little bit of a shame. The seating position as well can be a little bit awkward. And like I said, I have to apologize for the POV. It is difficult to get a decent one when you're in the position that you're sat on now. So apologies for that. I did try my best. But the highlight by far on there is that launch. Yes, it's a family coaster, but that launch has got some real kick. And then it brings you out here as you come out, bank around, look down on everybody. It really is absolutely awesome. The rest of the ride inside the show building itself, yeah, there's no sort of extreme forces or anything like that. It's not much of a coaster once you get in there. However, the screens that you can see inside there and kind of the theming all relating to Tron, which I'm kind of unfamiliar with, but it all looks really good. And then of course you pull into the station after that. Nothing much really to talk about in the building itself. The train design I really like. It looks absolutely awesome, apart from that seating position, like I say, that some people may find a little bit awkward. The virtual queue system, it's a little bit of a lie really. It's not really a virtual queue, it's more of a reservation. You get inside the building itself and you're still queuing for quite some time, so bear that in mind. There are lockers in there as well that you can use, so any loose articles go in there before you get on the ride, and the ops are absolutely fantastic. As you can see, there's trains coming all the time. Really impressed with that. Yeah, as far as additions to Magic Kingdom go, this is the best one that this park has seen in a long time. The area around here is fantastic. You've got the restrooms here, you've got the little eatery at the start. It's all really well themed in. The soundtrack is superb. And like I say, this all looks absolutely superb at night as well. Really hoping I can come back and see that a little bit later. Overall though, like I say, a fantastic experience and a fantastic addition to Magic Kingdom here in Florida. And after that awesome ride on Tron and a look around that new area, it would be rude to turn down a ride on Space Mountain. Just 20 minutes. Bye-bye. And here we go on Space Mountain then. On the Alpha track. You're not going to see anything on here apart from the light tunnel. Hey. Yeah, here we go. All right, I'll see you when I come off. I just got off my ride on Space Mountain then. Yeah, the original Space Mountain opened back in 1975. And like I say, if you do count your coaster creds, there's two in there to get, both Alpha and Omega. Got a ride on Alpha, and yeah, it was the back row. And do you know what? Yeah, it's not a fast roller coaster in terms of top speed or anything, but it's an enclosed thrill coaster. It feels a lot quicker than it is, and I got some good ejector on that back row as well. Gonna head over to Fantasyland now and grab myself a bit of lunch, so I'm starting to feel a little bit peckish. And for lunch then, I've come into Pinocchio's Village House and I've gone for an all-meat flatbread pizza and a Coke Zero, and this came to $18. Yeah, it's the same story, but I know these are delicious. Well, I gotta say, that pizza was absolutely delicious. However, I am rapidly running out of time here in Magic Kingdom today, which is a little bit of a shame. You know, those shortened park hours really do have an effect. So I've come over to Storybook Circus, which is actually an expansion to the Fantasyland area. Yeah, this, as well as the Enchanted Forest, were both expansions into Fantasyland. This actually replaced Mickey's Toontown Fair. I thought I'd come over here and grab a ride on the Barnstormer. Yeah, featuring Goofy. Yeah, it's a little 1996 Vekoma family coaster. And yeah, it's a fun one, this. I thought I'd get it in before the end of the day. We'll take you on as usual. And it's just a 5-minute wait time. So I thought, yeah, cannot pass that up. And there he is over there. Storybook Circus presents the Barnstormer, featuring Goofy. And there it goes. Great little train design on this as well. Yeah, let's hop on and I'll bring you on for the ride. And we got a front row ride on the Barnstormer then. Now this is a standard layout Vekoma Junior coaster. Oh, what's interesting, it's actually got a chain lift hill as opposed to the tire drive one, which is a little different. But here we go. Hey! Whoa. Just a one-lapper, this one. Oh. Love the propeller on the front. Hey. Oh. Short, sweet, and simple. The Barnstormer. Well worth 5 minutes, that. Yeah, I do like Storybook Circus. It is a nicely themed area. These giraffes up here. And the elephants. Yeah, I think this looks awesome. And you've also got not one, but two Dumbo the Flying Elephant flat rides. Yeah, one off to the left just here, and then one off to the right. Again, both park originals, opened in 1971. I made my way now into the Enchanted Forest, which is where you'll find Ariel's Grotto, where you can meet the Little Mermaid. Yeah, nice. All the rock work there looks really good as well. And yeah, like I said earlier, this was actually the second expansion of Fantasyland. And yeah, I do like all the rock work around here. It does look good. And then you've got Under the Sea, Journey of the Little Mermaid there as well, which is a little dark ride. Current wait time on that, just 5 minutes. And you've also got Gaston's down here as well, and I tell you what, if you're after a good cinnamon bun, oh, there's nowhere better than Gaston's, let me tell you. Huge cinnamon bun. A little popping machine on to the right there. And like I say, you can also dine in the Beast Castle here, in the Be Our Guest restaurant, and that's it, just over the back there. Like I say, it is expensive though. I've never actually done it. As you probably all know, Disney is an expensive place to come anyway. So I've never really kind of felt the need to splash out too much by dining in there, especially considering as when I come here, I'm usually a solo traveler, and I think that's probably a better place to experience with a significant other, or at least a good friend. So yeah, never actually done it, but yeah, it looks great from here. Beast Castle on the top, and the entrance just here. And then of course you have the original part of Fantasyland itself, which is all kind of themed to a medieval / carnival style, if you like. And this is the area that, like I say, has been expanded upon over the years, and is where you can also find dark rides such as It's a Small World, Peter Pan's Flight, Winnie the Pooh, and of course the Mad Tea Party as well. And with sadly just minutes to go before park close, let's jump on the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. Stand by, 30 minutes. All these precious gems in the queue line. Oh, worth millions. Hooray! And here we go on Seven Dwarfs Mine Train then. Advertised 30, weighted just 25. The good thing about this is it features the rocking cars, which is actually a world first. Hey. And that's your lot. And some on-ride footage there then of the Seven Dwarfs mine train. Opened in 2014 as part of the expansion into Fantasyland. And yeah, it's a great ride then. Like I say, it's a world first with those rocking cars manufactured by Vekoma. Yeah, it's really fun. It's got that great scene with the dwarves in the mines. And yeah, I can remember when all of this was 20,000 leagues under the sea. Of course, you had those green submarines. I remember going on there, getting attacked by the octopus. It was a great ride. And yeah, it's crazy to think now, when you look at it, as to how that used to be. I don't know if anyone remembers 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. It closed not all that long ago, to be honest. And yeah, completely transformed the area. Hey. Great little ride. Love this tree outside the many adventures of Winnie the Pooh. Yeah, this opened in 1999 and actually replaced Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, which I absolutely loved. That still can be found in Disneyland, California. But yeah, it's no longer here in Florida. Just a 15-minute wait, but unfortunately, you have to have a wristband to join rides now, as the park has actually closed. Unless, of course, you are part of Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. So that's a shame, gonna miss out on this. It's a great little dark ride. We'll get it next time. I love trying to spot as many of these statues as possible. There he is, the Mad Hatter. And that's his ride in the background. The Mad Tea Party, another park original. It's a Teacups ride, 1971. And we're starting to make our way out of the park now. How gorgeous does the castle look? Yeah, unfortunately, if you're not part of Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, it's a very strict system actually. If you are part of it, you have a wristband. If you're not, obviously you won't have that wristband, and the security and staff here are really on point for pulling you over if you don't have it on and gradually ushering you out of the park. Yeah, you can't use any restrooms, go into any restaurants, or use any rides unless you have that wristband, and they gradually just kind of filter everybody out. But how gorgeous does Main Street look? As the sun starts to go down, all the lights come on, the Mickey pumpkins start to light up. Main Street at night is absolutely glorious. And yeah, the castle looks amazing as well, but all these lights on all the facades does look absolutely amazing. But yeah, we're going to exit the park now, and then I will wrap up today's vlog here from Magic Kingdom. Stunning. But just before I do wrap up today's vlog, I have just purchased this absolutely awesome castle. Yeah, it's nice in my living room. Yeah, it wasn't all that expensive. And as Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party kicks off then, that is going to bring my vlog here from Magic Kingdom to a close. And as always, it has been a magical day here at Magic Kingdom. It's been absolutely awesome to see the new area now home to Tron. Really, really impressed. And with the coaster itself, absolutely brilliant. Like I say, the highlight is that launch, but the whole area really does look good, and it really fits with the Tomorrowland theme, especially right next to Space Mountain. I think it's absolutely brilliant. Good to get around the other parts of the park today. Managed to do all of the coasters apart from the second credit on Space Mountain. Great to ride Barnstormer again. That's a great family coaster, that Storybook Circus Land. Really, really nice. And of course Fantasyland and all the other areas of the park. It's been great. The only issue has been obviously the kind of short operating hours today. You know, unfortunately I didn't get a ticket for Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween, which also means I don't get to see Happily Ever After, which is an absolutely fantastic fireworks and projection show on the castle. However, We've got a little bit of adverse weather today. It's quite windy, and there have been boards around saying that that show may or may not be affected later. So it might be that we wouldn't have got to have seen it anyway. But that is a great show, and if you've not seen it before, I do advise checking it out on YouTube to see the videos of it that are out there. As you can see, the wind is really getting up here. But yeah, other than that, it's been absolutely fantastic getting back here to Magic Kingdom. It's a glorious park and one of my favorites in the world. And like I say, it's the most popular as well. Millions of people around the globe. That's what makes this #1. All those themed areas, the great variety of rides here. The staff are super friendly. The operations are fantastic. Usually you don't have a bad day here. Queue times have really been good today, actually. The busiest ride, I think, was actually the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, which I think hit about 50 minutes earlier on in the day, which isn't too bad for Magic Kingdom at all. Really, really good. So yeah, that's been it from Magic Kingdom. It's been a great day. In terms of the next vlog coming up, we're at another Disney park. It's Epcot. Yeah, looking forward to getting back there and riding Guardians of the Galaxy for my first time. Yeah, just missed that when I came last year. I left about 2 weeks before it actually opened, so that'll be my first time on that. We'll also check out all the construction that's still ongoing there at Epcot a little bit, and then we've got obviously the Moana section at the beginning as well. That's all now opened up now. The Land of Water, I think it's called. We'll be checking that out as well as World Showcase. Cannot wait to get back to the park. That's coming up next right here on Adventure Planet. But from here, from Magic Kingdom, I want to thank you so much for watching, and as always, happy riding, everybody. I will see you at Epcot. Oh, it's getting quite cold.